It's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, let's get down to business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time.
How you guys doing? Week 2, episode 6. All right, we have an idea. We have the framework set up. Now, let's talk about communication. What do we tell the potential client? What do we tell the guy on the street? What do we tell all of our social networks about what we are doing? So, it's got to be short, it's got to be sweet, and it's got to have impact, right? So, here's an example of what not to do. Just a little bit tired and working for the man, so, I'm just kind of like doing something, Make sure you have eye contact. Make sure you're smiling. Aren't you happy? You're doing something based on what you love. So, what am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm so excited to be here right now. Ah! No, maybe not. Maybe tone it down a couple. Don't go up to people and scream at them. It's not going to work. Here's what you could do. Keep it short, something like in an elevator, like they call it the elevator spiel, the elevator pitch, right? We're not pitching. I don't like to pitch. All I'm doing is telling you a little bit about what I do, right? So, you could have something as basic as, I provide entertainment for kids at events, and I also take photography. So, sort of, I don't know. This is something that you need to iterate on. One of the things that will be available for download will be all the iterations of 100 words or less, maybe even shorter than that, in 50 words, what it is that you do that will provide impact that's, if you're a funny guy, then make it funny. If you're a serious guy, make it uber serious. But no, I mean, something, I like to go with something lighthearted and just really memorable. Which brings me to my second point. Title. Who am I? Yeah, I could be the CEO of this company. I am the captain of this ship. In fact, maybe I will put captain of the ship as the title. But that doesn't really tell much on the business card that you would create. So we'll talk all about that. In my day job, I don't like carrying a business card. But for this thing, given that we need to communicate it, probably going to need to make a business card. We'll talk all about that. But as far as, so what do you do there? One of the things, I thought about that right before we did this recording. I thought maybe I'd call myself a photographic entertainer. Right, so that way I could tell jokes, I could maybe, take some shots. It leaves the possibilities open, and I think that if I was to tell that to someone, they would say, oh, what is a photographic entertainer? Well, then I've already established a bond. Hey, check out my site. I can tell you about it there. I can tell you about it now. Or how about I call you tomorrow and I'll tell you all about what a photographic entertainer does. And in fact, the more I'm talking about it, the more I like it. Photographic entertainer. All right, point number 3. What are we going to name this beauty that we've created? So a lot of people get hung up on the name of this thing that they've created. Oh, is it catchy? I don't have the money for a branding agency. Forget about all that. You can always change it. Don't even worry about it. Just go. What am I going to call it? Well, I want this thing to be unique and special and this and that. So I thought maybe unique, Davis, and then what are we doing? We're doing photography, events, blah, 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 productions, right? So, Unique Davis Productions. That's going to be the working title. We're going to go from there. If we need to change it, we can. So, 3 things today. We covered elevator pitch, 100 words or less, 50 words or less. Second thing, title. Third thing, name of the company. Go with it. Don't even worry about it. We can always change it, but we don't want to get hung up on this point. Now, second part of what I want to do is I want to address some of the questions and some of the feedback that I got. Two of them in particular. One of them comes from Shanahan on episode 4. Shanahan and I worked together back in the day. He's actually a friend of mine, and he thinks that I'm thinking way too small. And, you know, that I could, like, for example, if you're going to start a band and it's going to be virtual, why not play every part? He actually brings up a very interesting point about making sure that the offering is unique. And I got to tell you, I don't know, I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'll let you know what I come up with. Now, the second feedback that I got, actually it's in the form of a question. Somebody named Sarah. I know you mentioned this briefly, but how can you have a profitable business if your client knows you're just beginning in the industry? Why would they do business with you over someone who has been in the industry for 20 years? This was feedback on episode 5. That's actually a very important concern. I think that the answer here is complete transparency. I'm going to be open with them. I'm going to tell them that I'm new in this industry, but I'm working with the best. I'm learning with the best. Work with the best and learn from the best. I told you that in episode 5. Remember that. That's key. So that's what I'm going to explain to my clients. If I don't know what I'm doing, you know, or if I'm new to an industry, I'm going to need to learn from the best. So I'm going to turn my weakness into a strength. I'm going to explain to my clients that nobody else on this planet is working with the people that I would be working with, which is another thing we'll cover in future episodes. Who's your team? Who are you surrounding yourself with? That's it for episode 6. Global Citizen, out.